The process of chemically altering the natural wave pattern, hair cutting, chemical texture, coloring, shampooing. B. Chemical texture. The tough exterior layer of the hair that chemical solutions must penetrate. Cortex, medulla, cuticle, root. C. Cuticle. The layer of hair that is responsible for its incredible strength. Cuticle, cortex, medulla, follicle. B. Cortex. The innermost layer of the hair, often called the pith. Cortex, cuticle, medulla, keratin. C. Medulla. What does pH stand for in chemistry? Power of hydrogen, potential heat, partial hair, pure health. A. Power of hydrogen. The natural pH of hair and skin is 3.5 to 4.5, 4.5 to 5.5, 7, 9.0 to 10.0. B. 4.5 to 5.5. Chemical texturizers raise the pH of hair to shrink the hair, harden the cuticle, swell/soften the hair, change the color. C. Swell/soften the hair. Coarse hair with a strong cuticle requires a chemical that is highly acidic, highly alkaline, neutral, cold water only. B. Highly alkaline. Compounds made of carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, and sulfur. Amino acids, lipids, carbs, minerals. A. Amino acids. Long coiled polypeptide chains that make up hair. Keratin proteins, melanin, sebum, collagen. A. Keratin proteins. The chemical bond that joins amino acids together. Salt bond, hydrogen bond, peptide bond, disulfide bond. C. Peptide bond. Which bond is a physical cross-link broken by water or heat? Disulfide, hydrogen peptide, carbon. B. Hydrogen. Which bond is a physical cross-link broken by changes in pH? Hydrogen, salt, peptide, disulfide. B. Salt. Which bond is a chemical cross-link that can only be broken by chemicals? Hydrogen, salt, disulfide, oxygen. C. Disulfide. Permanent waving is a two-step process: physical wrapping and cutting, chemical change, drying, brushing. B. Chemical change. The most common reducing agent in permanent wave solutions: hydrogen peroxide, thioglycolic acid, ammonia, sodium. B. Thioglycolic acid. Alkaline waves, cold waves, were developed in 1893, 1941, 1980, 2010. B. 1941. What is the active ingredient in most alkaline waves? Glycerol, ammonium thioglycolate, peroxide, lye. B. Ammonium thioglycolate. Most alkaline waves have a pH between 4.5 to 5.5, 7.0 to 8.0, 9.0 to 9.6, 12.0 to 13.0. C. 9.0 to 9.6. The main ingredient in true acid waves: ammonium thioglycerol, monothioglycolate, lye, water. B. Glycerol, monothioglycolate. Acid-balanced waves have a pH of 3, 5.5, 7, 7.8 to 8.2. D. 7.8 to 8.2. Which type of waves create an exothermic chemical reaction? Cold waves, exothermic waves, endothermic waves, acid waves. B. Exothermic waves. Which waves require an outside heat source, like a dryer? Exothermic, endothermic, cold waves, alkaline. B. Endothermic. Ammonia-free waves still contain bleach, alkanol amines, lye, salt. B. Alkanol amines. In permanent waving, most of the processing takes place within 1 minute, 5 to 10 minutes, 45 minutes, 2 hours. B. 5 to 10 minutes. If too many disulfide bonds are broken, the hair is under-processed, over-processed, perfectly curled, stronger. B. Over-processed. If too few disulfide bonds are broken, the hair is over-processed, under-processed, straight, burned. B. Under-processed. The process of stopping the wave solution and rebuilding bonds. Processing, neutralization, saturation, wrapping. B. Neutralization. The most common neutralizer in perms is ammonia, hydrogen peroxide, alcohol, water. B. Hydrogen peroxide. Perm rods that are equal in diameter along the entire length, concave, straight, loop, soft. B. Straight. Perm rods that have a smaller diameter in the center, straight, concave, circle, spiral. B. Concave. Thin, absorbent papers used to control hair ends during perming. Foil, end papers, tissue, neck strips. B. End papers. Wrapping technique where hair is wrapped from ends to scalp. Spiral, croquignole, piggyback, bricklay. B. Croquignole. Wrapping technique where hair is wrapped at an angle. Croquignole, spiral, straight, flat. B. Spiral. The process of rearranging the basic structure of curly hair. Perming, chemical relaxing, coloring, cutting. B. Chemical relaxing. The most common types of hair relaxers are Thio and acid, hydroxide, peroxide, alcohol. B. Hydroxide. Extremely curly hair usually has a cross-section that is round, oval, flat elliptical, square. C. Flat elliptical. Thio relaxers usually have a pH below 7.0, above 10.0, exactly 5.5, exactly 7.0. B. Above 10.0, the neutralizer used with a Thio relaxer is water, oxidizing agent, peroxide, shampoo, oil. B. Oxidizing agent. Hydroxide relaxers are very strong alkalis with a pH 7, 9, over 13.0, 4. C. Over 13.0. Hydroxide relaxers break disulfide bonds and turn them into peptide bonds, lanthionine bonds, salt bonds, hydrogen bonds. B. Lanthionine bonds. Sodium hydroxide relaxers are commonly called no-lye, lye relaxers, soft curls, acid perms. B. Lye relaxers. Which relaxer is often marketed as no-lye? Sodium hydroxide, guanidine hydroxide, potassium, lithium. B. Guanidine hydroxide. A. Base relaxer requires the application of water, base cream, petroleum, alcohol, powder. B. Base cream. To check the progress of a relaxer, use the periodic strand test, smell test, color test, pull test. A. Periodic strand test. A Thio-based chemical service that reformats curly hair. Perm, soft curl, permanent, virgin relaxer, bleach. B. Soft curl permanent. Chemical services should never be performed if the scalp shows dryness, abrasion/sores, oil, dandruff. B. Abrasion/sores. Hydroxide relaxers are incompatible with conditioner. Thio relaxers. Permanent color, water. B. Thio relaxers. The most important factor in determining processing time? Color, hair porosity, length, shop temperature. B. Hair porosity. After rinsing a perm, you should always blow dry, blot the rods with a towel, apply oil, comb the hair. B. Blot the rods. Which wrap prevents noticeable splits in the hair? Spiral, bricklay, basic, piggyback. B. Bricklay.